welcome to the Dungeons & Dragons InfoPort. Today, I've got an unboxing for you. Monster Madness. This is a card game, an action-packed card game for 2 to 6 adventurers. Still sealed. See, it's all nice and shiny. So we'll grab the old multi-tool and... Dungeon Mayhem is a free-for-all battle for 2 to 6 players. Be the last player left standing and you win. Take on the role of a Dungeons & Dragons hero or monster. Each character's tricks, gear, and skills are represented by a deck of cards. These 6 Dungeon Mayhem Monster Madness decks can be played alongside the 4 decks from the Dungeon Mayhem base game and 2 decks from the Battle for Baldur's Gate expansion. Right off the top, there's a quick start guide, how to play. Actually, this might be the entire manual. Yeah. So we're getting 6 28 card decks, 12 hit point tokens, 12 divider cards, 6 hit point trackers, 12 damage tokens, 6 reference cards, a token storage box, and a rule sheet with up to 6 player rules. So there you go. There's how to play the game, what to punch out, 5 to 6 player rules and his change, and some frequently asked questions. That is your entirety of your rules. So it's a fairly simple game to learn. And then we have the punch-outs with the dividers for the cards and your life and health trackers and your damage tokens. And, ooh, there's a neat one. An actual box. This folds out into a box to store. Most likely that's for storing your tokens. And this is the amount of cards that you get. There are 3 packs there, and there's 28 cards for each of the 6 different monsters. So this is obviously a combat type card game, as with so very, very many. And on the back we have the different deck colors for the different type. So the ones that actually have the character picture on it are, I believe, the things you can do on the turn and your damage tracker. So these are the 2 you'd keep face up in front of you. And then the rest of it is your deck. Evil or Sneer, Peaceful Nap. And it shows, but basically it's run by icon up in the top corner, so it's showing you what's going on. And they're all illustrated, like with very cartoony style. And we have 6 different decks. So each one of these stacks will be 2. This one is a chair. I think it's some sort of like mimic. Yes, well-fitted hat. Not a mimic. Not a mimic, really. Non-carnivorous couch, etc., etc. So pie, chest. Yeah. It's obviously a little bit, it's a tongue-in-cheek, it's a humorous style game for, as I said earlier, up to 6 players. And they give you everything to fit it back into the insert. There we have this guy. Looks sort of like a cartoonish mind flayer, maybe. And gelatinous cube. And the last 2 characters are, ooh, that looks like an owl bear there. We're going to go with, yes, that's definitely an owl bear. And the 6th character is a beholder. So they're all done in a fairly cutesy style. It's obviously meant to be a fun, light game. So it's playable with all Dungeon Mayhem decks. So you could mix and match them with different ones if you liked. It is 2 to 6 players, around 15 minutes. So it's a fairly short, light style game. And the last bit here is the insert with all the slots for the dividers to put your different decks in. So each one of these has 3 on it. These characters here, this set of 6, are, I assume, from other Dungeon Mayhem expansions maybe, and then these ones here are the ones that are included. So you could actually store expansion decks or decks that came separately in here as well. And there's your tokens and your damage stuff is all on there, and artwork for each one of them with the name sticking up in the corner so you can find them easily. Winning the game. Use your cards to deal damage to your opponents and try not to take any damage yourself. The game ends when only one player is still in the game. That player is the winner. Sometimes a card can knock out many players at the same time. If no players are left in the game, then it's a tie, so get ready to battle again. So there's an attack card. It has the crossed swords in the corner. A defense card will have the shield in the corner. Anything is a play again is lightning, sort of like the idea of chain lightning, D&D. The other icon, show me them. This is a draw a card icon, and that is a healing icon. So they combine in different ways, as you see on the decks, and you just play your cards in turn and do damage to opponents and try to be the last one living. As I say, this is basically a new base game. You do not need any of the other games to get this, but if you have the other ones, you can put them all in here. It even has the dividers for everything, so you can keep it all in one spot. And like I said as well, the nice fold-out box that will hold all your tokens. So if you were thinking about Dungeon Mayhem, but weren't sure it might be a little too serious for you, or might not be your cup of tea, maybe this particular version is. In any case, this is available at your friendly local gaming store now, so if you're interested, go pick up a copy. So, like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.